Greetings! Today I'm going to demo Acuitas playing a text version of Logical Journey of the Zoombini's Allergic Cliffs. If you want more information about what this game is, how it works, how Acuitas works, take a look at the video description. I will have some useful blog articles linked down there. But I don't want to spend too much time on explanations for this. I want to get right into the demo. Allergic Cliffs, as I've designed it, is an independent Python program. Acuitas will launch this and interact with it by passing text back and forth, just like a person interacting with a text adventure game. So, he's here minding his own business, reading to himself. Let's ask him to play this game. Hello.
Hello.
I am Jenny Sue Hain.
I am called Acuitas Hainwit.
Play Allergic Cliffs. And you can see a bunch of activity starts on the console, and you can see activity in the semantic memory here on the display as he starts playing the game. But the easiest way to track progress is to look at this temporary file, which holds all the output from the game itself. You will not see the text that Acuitas sends to the game in here. This is only the text that the game sends to Acuitas. Starts with setting the scene, establishing the setting for the game, the goal, and so on. And then we have definitions of all the Zoombinis, their names and traits. They are randomly generated anew for every instance of this game. And eventually we will see the game's responses to the moves that Acuitas makes start to appear here. It may take a little bit, it takes a while just to get all this information about the Zoombinis transferred. And there we go, there's our first couple of moves. This Zoombini got across the left-hand bridge successfully, but then this hapless Zoombini was thrown back to the near side of the chasm because the cliff under the left-hand bridge sneezed. Acuitas is going to try to accomplish the objective of the game by getting all the Zoombinis to the far side of the chasm. But he will also be trying to discern the rules that govern how the cliffs operate when they sneeze and when they don't. And at the end, he's going to state whichever rule he thinks is the best, whichever one he came up with that seems to have the most evidence behind it. So we will hear that when we get there. It's going to take at least 16 moves to complete the game, probably more. Lots of successes here. We've only got 2 pegs out of 6 knocked loose so far. So far this game is going well. He's not really even using the rules he comes up with yet, but he still wins frequently. Granted, this is the easiest level of the game. We lost our 3rd peg.
I won the game. If a guide puts a Zoombini who has scruffy hair on a left-hand bridge, a guide fails.
Okay, and there's the completion and the rule. Now I can tell him goodbye.
Goodbye.
And we can go look at this pretty GraphViz output that the Allergic Cliffs Python game generated for us. You can see it's newly produced at 10:35. This shows a graphical representation of all the moves Acuitas made over the course of the game. And it also displays the rule, and it seems that he got it right. The left bridge rule is no scruffy hair. So if you put a Zoombini with scruffy hair on the left-hand bridge, the cliff will sneeze. And we can zoom in and look at some individual moves here. These blue orbs represent the Zoombini that Acuitas tried to move on any given round. They're connected to which bridge he put them on, and then we have this blob that says whether it was a success or a failure. So here's our first scruffy-haired Zoombini who attempts to cross the left-hand bridge and gets sneezed back to the near side. Acuitas immediately tries putting this Zoombini on the other bridge, and at that point they get across successfully. Here's another fail, though, where we try to put a Zoombini who does not have scruffy hair on the right-hand bridge. Then we go back to the left-hand bridge and have a long run of successes. And finally, one more failure before Acuitas wins. And there you have it. That's an example of Acuitas playing Allergic Cliffs. Thank you for watching.